So I'm like a little boy that just constantly is fascinated by it happening and what goes on.
Right.
And so when we're looking at, for instance, in your case, a natural medium, I was someone that actually developed from
Hmm.
not having the natural ability. And so the way I describe some of the way that I connect and what happens for me is I became more and more aware. Some of that was through meditation and other practices of my own consciousness, of my own connection within. And it's in that space, independent from everything else that's going on in the world, that there's a sort of an overlap where spirit joins me in that space of awareness within myself, and I'm able to be sensitive to what's going on. So someone who wouldn't be natural to it could allow themselves to begin to develop an inner awareness first of themselves, of their own spirit, and then begin to be sensitive to the vibrations and the impressions and those in spirit that can then draw close to us as they allow that to be so, So it's interesting to watch my students, like your students,
Yes.
be eager and willing to want to learn, and watch them get more and more sensitive or more and more aware, and then begin to develop their own style, the way that they hear or sense or see or experience it. And then personality of the medium plays into that to a certain degree too. I know the interaction between myself and my spirit team, like we were speaking about a minute ago, and that two-way communication, I recognized through conversations with Bill Collar, as you were speaking about being your teacher. And that made a big difference in how I do things, and even shifted my style. I watch you and Bill and others. How do you see your style as a medium different? How do you express your mediumship differently than other mediums?
Yeah, can I just quickly pick up what
Sure.
you said also before? So yes, I always say, it's I had it naturally, but everybody can learn it, and it's like playing piano. Everybody can put a finger on a piano, and there is coming a sound. Everybody can do that, but if you have a good teacher and you have good techniques and you exercise a lot, then you can play very nice music. Now, if you then have a little bit of a talent on top of this, and it's like with everything the same, then of course you are more of an artist and the things go even better. But really learn it, it can really everybody. And I always encourage everybody to open yourself and get in touch with the spirits. Now, for your question, what you asked, what's with me, maybe the speciality or how I see my work, for me, it's just so important that I clearly say or let the clients know or the people know where does the information come from, because there is so many mediums or people, they just put out informations, but for me really it's important that they know who is talking and that I am really in a dialogue, not that I'm in a sort of a cold reading, or I don't know how you call it here in America, but that's for me very important. So I always go first really into the evidence, and just only after I really established who is talking, who is giving the information, then I would go in a message.
You can
And
see
in
that
the
connection happen.
message,
Yeah, you can see
yeah,
that connection happen. You can see them go, oh, they'll know once you've given
yeah.
that specific, that evidence, that information, and then there's that click where they know who's there.
Right. And this is so important. And then in the message, for me, also, it's important to be accurate there as well. So not just saying, yeah, well, you have a difficult time and everything will get better. So where is the difficult time? Is it in the finance? Is it in the home? Is it in your family? Is it with your wife, or what's really the thing? And then to establish how was the past with that theme, how is it now, and then their best guest, what might they see in that moment in time for you to go further.
It's interesting how spirit can see things differently than we do, and then them being able to communicate are able to bring a different view and different insight. So as we're working through this process of being a medium or people trying to connect, what would be a simple way that somebody could, listening right now, could just like open themselves up to spirit? How would you suggest they just spend a few minutes trying to begin that process? I know it's important to have a teacher. Our classes at Sarasota Center of Light right now, my class is very, very full. The class that you and Bill did last night was very, very full. A lot of people have interest, but how could a listener right now just begin that process of connecting?
Yes, so that's very simple, to sit down somewhere where you're comfortable, and then to do an inward breath, a deep inward breath, and then to hold the highest moment of that inward breath, just the feeling of that highest moment of that inward breath. And in that moment, just open your heart, open your awareness. So everything before this is yourself, everything after this is then the spirit connection there who comes through for you. Then of course you breathe further, not that you're holding the breath, but just that highest sensation of that inward breath. Hold that a moment and then open your awareness, and then just relax and see what your feelings getting. And when mediums say they see or they hear, like I said before, it's always a feeling of a sound, it's a feeling of a pictures that come up. So then just feel what is coming up to you, and if you want to have conversation with them, stay active, ask them questions, and the answer always comes directly right away, and that's it. And for the beginning, always ask closed questions where they can give you an answer with yes or no, and the answer comes immediately. So don't wait for it, or if you then bring your brain and think about it, then you're not sensitive anymore, then you're thinking. So it's always ask a question and then just feel the yes or the no, and that's it.
And repeat as necessary, again and again and again. So practice
Right.
and being present, and just like you said, playing the piano. Well, we're coming close to the end of our time together, so I wanted to thank you for being here today, and I wanted to let people know that they can get in touch with you via email at zuccolo@me.com. That's ZUCCOLO at me.com, and on your website at Zuccolo, ZUCCOLO.org, as well as other websites that will be listed with the show online when it's posted. It's so wonderful to have you here in the States. It was wonderful to see you work and listen to you teach at Sarasota Center of Light this week. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for sharing your insights, and in your own unique and beautiful way, being from Switzerland and having the accent that you do. It brings a beauty to what's going on. So thank you for that. For those who would be interested in participating in other classes, there'll be one tomorrow night and a wonderful celebration this weekend of our 70th anniversary at Sarasota Center of Light. Be sure to check out our website at www.sarasotacenteroflight.com. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, please contact me via email at revjimtoole@gmail.com. Know that we also can direct you to Bill and Claudia if you're wanting to get in touch with them. So thank you again for being with us today, Claudia, and sharing everything you did. So many wonderful things that you're doing in the world and making a difference for so many.
Thank you very much that we could talk here. Thank you. And you
Right.
have a wonderful center. I can recommend that to everybody that's listening now.
Well, thank you very much for that. We'd like to be there to have people be able to experience different things. And it's important to have people like yourself be able to come from all over the world, as you and Bill have done this week, to share your gifts, to share your insights, to teach and share with us, what you've learned, and then to be able to make a connection that people can then not only learn from us and through us, or with connections to the Sarasota Center of Light, but also to you and Bill, even though you're center in New Jersey and center in Switzerland, you are able to help people in different ways. So again, thank you for being here. Everybody have a beautiful and wonderful day, and enjoy life. Have some fun today. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.